Okay, welcome everybody to another Jund League. Going to be running through the exact same 75 that I managed a 5-0 trophy with in the last league. Thought it was worth just running it straight back, see if it was a fluke or not. Speak about the deck a little bit in the last video, so yeah, it's the last one on the channel, so you can go and check that out if you're interested. But the general idea, if you haven't seen the deck before, is just to grind your opponent out with good old-fashioned value cards. So we're talking, trading 1-for-1 with things like Inquisition of Kozilek and Thoughtseize, and then getting in with our sort of aggressive, overstatted creatures. We've got Ragavan, we've got Tarmogoyf, got 3 Nether Glyphs as well, so playing 7 Glyphs in total. So yeah, just going to get straight into it really. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Hope everyone's doing very well wherever you're watching from. If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to the channel. It does mean a lot to have your support. And if you're interested in getting into Magic Online, do my usual plug for my Manatraders Content Creator participation. So I've got an affiliate link and code down below that will give you 40% back on your 3rd month of subscription. So if you're interested in that, do check that out. I'm a big fan. So yeah, let's go ahead with this. This hand looks good. It's got a lot of hand disruption and a threat, a bit of removal as well. What we don't want to see is Boros or a really aggressive deck. Burning Inquiry, taking away 2 Thoughtseizes. Okay, so it's Hollow One. We've played a little bit of this deck on the channel before. Unfortunately, it discards 3 pieces of gas, and we are left with not very much because we draw another land as well. I think I'm just going to go Blood Crypt, Inquisition. Okay, so I'm just going to take the Goblin Lore here. Goblin Lore is card neutral. We don't really want them putting Ox into the graveyard. They have 2 Blazing Root Wallers that we don't really care about. But if they just cast 2 Root Wallers here, we're fine with that. So is the more aggressive Vengevine version. They do find a Burning Inquiry. They discard Hollow One. And Ox. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, we draw Tarmogoyf, which I think I'm going to play just off a basic Forest. Actually, Forest is annoying for this Molten Collapse. I think we do have to shock here. Actually, no, I'm just going to wait. Because if the opponent goes for Ox of Agonas, they draw 3 cards. And that is 3 Bowmaster triggers. We'll just ping these Root Wallers down. Might even kill the Ox. No, I'll just deal with the Root Wallers. Want them to escape it here. If they don't, it's kind of the best thing they can be doing. Hopefully they haven't drawn Lightning Bolt or some sort of removal. Okay, so we'll go Bowmasters. Shoot a Root Waller. I think I'm actually just going to kill the Ox. Okay, opponent actually concedes to that. Obviously drew nothing of note. So this version is very graveyard heavy, or it tends to be. So Liliana we don't really want. Terminate is good. Pyroclasm's not great. Graveyard Trespass is good. All of our graveyard hate. I think that's probably it. Discard spells don't tend to be the best. We don't want Haywire Might. So I think we'll just trim a Thoughtseize. Could consider a Boseiju. I don't think so. Anything else? What they like to bring in? Not sure. I think this is fine. The Fatal Push isn't great, but it does kill Vengevine. This hand is a bit weird. I think I'm going to mulligan. We could go Saga on 1 to look for a graveyard hate, but I think we can do better. This hand, it's a lot of graveyard hate. We do have to remember that they do play Hollow One as well. I think I'm just going to get rid of one piece of graveyard hit here, probably a spell bomb. Okay, they have a Leyline of the Void. It doesn't do a great deal against us. Like, it does mean Nethergoyf is bad. Fatal Push is good, actually, because they do run the Mako. Probably don't have it in at the moment. We'll see what they discard. Okay, Vengevine, so... hopefully they don't have Hollow One here. They do have one. Okay, only one is good for us. Okay, so... Gosh, good. I'm going to get rid of the Vengevine. So if we go... What colours do we want? It's probably just... Blood Crypt into Forest. Play the Soul Guide. And we'll eat the Vengevine. And our Tarmogoyf is going to start getting towards the size of Hollow One, especially with things like Faithless Looting. Don't want to see a Phoenix here. Maybe I should have cracked the Soul Guide Lantern, because if they go discard Phoenix, they don't discard Phoenix, which is obviously good for us. They could have it in hand. I wonder if I meant to do it now. I don't think so. Don't want to see another Hollow One, really. Okay, there's a Hollow One. But our Goyf is big enough to tangle with that now. But we don't really want to crack our Soul Guide Lantern. Okay, Renewal 6 not the best. Let's go Forest, Tarmogoyf. Pass the turn. Could have held up Bowmasters here. Trouble with cracking the Soul Guide Lantern is obviously it shrinks our Goyf. See if we see an attack. We do. Easy block. Opponent probably has Bolt. Okay. I think at this point I'm not going to crack the Soul Guide Lantern yet because we might want it to draw a card. Okay, Root Wall is fine. Because Nihil Spellbomb cannot draw us a card under Leyline of the Void. So we could go Ren and 6, kill the Root Waller, but I think I want to just hold up the Bowmasters. I'll probably just block. Okay, Mountain. Oh, if they go for Faithless Looting, that would be nice. So they're going to draw 2, so we can't quite kill the the heart. Okay, opponent decides to wrap it up. The cards in our hand didn't do a great deal, but we were going to ping down the Root Waller. They've got nothing really going on, and I was going to crack the Soul Guide Lantern in response, I think. Yeah, stop them dumping a Phoenix into the graveyard. Surprised I didn't wait a turn on the Faithless Looting, but yeah, good to be 1-0. See you for round 2. Right, on the play here, we do need another land, but we can go Nethergoyf into Saga double artifact. Yeah, I think this is okay. We've got drawing our two of our sort of silver bullets from Saga is not ideal, but that, yeah, the hand's functional. We could surveil on one looking for a land, but don't think so. So I think I'm going to go and get Overgrown Tomb. Yeah, like spells are all black, so we're obviously getting black. Overgrown Tomb allows us to activate Haywire Might. So yeah, we really want to find a land in the first few turns. Right, so yep. Wooded Foothills. Go grab a Overgrown Tomb. Another Goyf. Only a 1/2 at the moment. But yes, hopefully able to grow. Forest, great. Okay, so this is Titan. So that's really good for us. So now we can just go land, Haywire Might, exile the Saga, grows the Goyf, able to punch through the Grazer. Didn't find a land, found Ren and 6. So really want a land now. Fetch land. I mean, we'll take any untapped land really. Okay, that is tapped, but at least it's a land. Thoughtseize. Yeah, I'm going to put that on top. Are we going to hold up Shadow Spear? Sorry, are we going to hold up Shoot the Sheriff? I don't think so. I think I'm just going to take the opportunity to play Shadow Spear. Okay. So we can either, we didn't draw a land, so we can either make a construct or we can play, I think it's equip here, play Ren and 6. I do want to Thoughtseize. I think I'm making mana. Might not use it. Grab the Spell Bomb. So if we go Ren and 6, tick up. Could play Liliana. No, let's just go. I wonder if I meant to play Liliana here. No. No, let's go Ren and 6. Plus on the... Could plus on Saga, equip Nether Goyf. Use our mana better. How likely are they? If they go Amulet, they would have played Amulet. If they go... Yeah, I'm going to get the Saga back. Equip the Shadow Spear. I think that's fine. Like, it's good to have. And then next turn we can go Thoughtseize Liliana. Although it's probably actually not. It's, yeah. Given that the opponent's got 7 cards in hand. Okay, opponent scape shifts, but without Amulet in play. This doesn't do too much. Double Saga. Okay. That is pretty good. Just a value. Okay, so that triggers. Let's return Wooded Foothills. So we want to fetch before combat. I'm gonna get black. Gonna get black red, I think, because it grows the Nether Goyf. So we also want to Thoughtseize before combat. So let's Thoughtseize here. Okay, they have another scape shift at 4 mana. I think I'm just going to take the Titan. So 5. I'm going to actually... wonder if I should be dashing the Ragavan. Yeah, I think so. Although if we make a construct... They can only make 1 construct next turn. We just need to make sure they're dead next turn. think I'm just gonna dash the Ragavan. Hit him for 7. And yeah, now we can hold up Shoot the Sheriff. I guess the opponent can scape shift again, but I don't think we really care about that. If they draw Amulet, they could go Amulet, Gruul Turf, but yeah, we're obviously interested in just getting the opponent dead. Hopefully, let's make a construct. They besiege you the Shadow Spear. Okay. So we'll grab our Surveil land. Molten Collapse. No, we don't want that one. But we still have lethal because we have Shoot the Sheriff. Saga's going to make this bigger as well, so just need a removal spell. Okay, Bowmasters obviously does it as well. Just add mana. Nothing to go and get. Everything's kind of the same here. Let's just go ping the opponent. Play Bowmasters. Like, this is kind of irrelevant. You know, the opponent just wants to make a construct, and we're just going to shoot the sheriff it before they can block. Okay, so we dismantle Titan in game 1. I mean, that that Haywire Might was pretty clutch. Right, so Damping Sphere, yes. Kind of wish these Obsidian Charm Wars were Break the Ice, although we, yeah, but definitely Besiege you, possibly Terminate, possibly Meltdown, to be honest. Haywire Might, yes. We don't, like, Graveyard Hate isn't actually the worst against them, now that they're on the Analyst style loops. Push, I think Push is better than Bolt because it kills a Dryad. Molten Collapse is good. Shoot the Sheriff is fine. Ragavan's really good. Ren 6 is good, especially with Beseiju. Liliana's fine. Oh, Orcish Bowmasters. Trim most of those. Creatures entering don't cause abilities to trigger. So that stops Titan. I think we will bring that in. That's a nice round 60. Did we keep? We have kept one spell bomb in. I think having one spell bomb is probably fine. Torpor works quite interestingly with Croxer, thinking about it. Now if we go Torpor and then Croxer, this sounds a bit weird. No, I'm going to mulligan this. Gosh, it's not going to be very big. We can't play the Ragavan. This hand, it's a one-lander. We're on the draw. It's got Thoughtseize and Netherglyph, so we can play with one land a little bit. If we draw the second, it's really good. Okay, we'll give it a go. Torpor with Crox is quite good. These are both requiring red mana, though. I think I'm just going to put back Croxer. We're more likely to be able to cast Tarmogoyf if we draw Saga or basic Forest or Swamp. Okay. I'm leading on Thoughtseize. Mycosynth and Amulet is... Mycosynth is something you don't see all the time these days. Okay, so they've sideboarded into Tireless Tracker. I think I'm going to take the Tracker. Because if they find Bounce Land, we can't actually kill that at the moment. Although next turn, we have got the ability to kill that and that. They can't make coloured mana. Oh, they can through that. Okay. I think I'm just going to take the Tracker. And then we really want a land next turn. Right, land. Well, that is a land. So we'll go land, which I'll take. So, did we play Torpor Orb? I think I want to get the clock down. We can wait. We're definitely waiting on this Thoughtseize. I'm just going to play the Tarmogoyf. Okay, they copy Amulet. Hopefully they haven't drawn a bounce land. Okay, so that makes green, but they can't bounce it. They can play Spelunking now. Maybe should have played the Torpor Orb. It shuts off Grazer, shuts off Titan. I'll be playing it next turn, but we need them to not have drawn a bounce land, really. Bounce land here. Okay, Shifting Woodland, Grazer. Okay, so they have exactly Titan left. So we're just going to Thoughtseize that one. Can't actually get through with this Tarmogoyf. Yeah, opponent blocks. So you couldn't have actually cast a Titan. Goyf is going to be big enough to attack through this time because the Saga is going to get sacrificed. Okay, find another Saga. See what we... I think I'm getting Haywire Might. Yeah. Play another Saga. So I'm actually going to go Torpor Orb. Attack for 4. Opponent takes the block. Then we just play the Nether Goyf. We're not in a bad position. This coming turn. Okay, Lotus Field is interesting. That's a lot of mana. But Titan's not the end of the world here. Because we have the Torpor Orb, but we would then really need a red source to kill it. Okay, they packed for Titan. Oh, they can give it haste though. Yeah, did forget about that one. Okay, so now, yeah, we really need to draw a red source, although they're probably going to get the ability to grab another Titan. That Haywire Might wouldn't have saved us there. Because if we did Haywire Mighted one of these amulets, 6/6, so I can't do anything about that. Okay, they have 0 cards in hand. They don't have Delirium. They can search for another land. Really need a fetch land. Shoot the Sheriff. Yeah, that works as well. Okay, just go to combat. Attack for quite a lot of damage. I wonder if we should just be shooting. Now, do we think they've brought in Veil of Summer? Do they run Veil of Summer? I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, I don't know if they run Veil of Summer, but don't want to risk it. Another Spelunking is fine. They find a land, which is, what, 4 mana? They don't have Delirium. I'm going to go and get Nile Spellbomb this turn. I suppose I could go Boseiju. Bounce Boseiju. Return Urza's Cave. They can search for a land if they want. Put it onto the battlefield tapped. Okay. Oh, Bajukabog makes sense. Okay. So that shrinks. Shrinks our Nethergoyf, but we're still going to have a reasonable amount of stuff because Goyf's still big from their graveyard. So let's just add mana. Yeah, let's get a spell bomb to play around this shifting woodland. Then just go another Goyf. I don't think holding up this Haywire might accomplish as much. Put our opponent to 4, so they have 1 turn. They need to draw Titan, really. Okay, well, we get there. Yeah, we didn't draw many lands, but yeah, the Goyfs were big enough to get there. Had the right disruption at the right time. Saga getting stuff. It was good. Torpor Orb was really quite good. And yeah, I think I do like leaving the spell in, especially with shifting woodland and the analyst. Like, it's quite low opportunity cost to leave 1 in. But yeah, we're 2-0. Let's play round 3. Right, what do we think of this? It's a mulligan. We're on the play, Thoughtseize, and then Bolt, and then Lily. But we need to draw another black land, and we don't really want to draw any lands. So 4 is enough. So gonna mulligan this one. Not too impressed with this either. I guess we'll look for, again, we have to look for another land, but keep 3 lands. I think I'll bottom the Goyf. Being the spell we... Yeah, I think so. We'll surveil... Let's say we see a green land on top, though. I think it's Goyf. And then double spell on turn 2. We can go Nether Goyf into Haywire Might. Liliana hits the graveyard. Is a good way to to grow the Nether Goyf. I wonder if anyone's done that in Modern. Obviously, the last time Liliana the Veil was big, wouldn't have had Surveil lands. Okay, so we'll go Saga. Opponent says this looks cool. Everyone loves a bit of Liliana. So kind of want a fetch land would be ideal. The worst case, we can just make 2 constructs. Okay, Sign of Draco. Okay, Croxer. Okay, bit of an issue here. We're just going to make a construct. So we're against Zoo. Really need to find that land. Probably going to go and get Shadow Spear unless they go Flage this turn. Maybe Liliana. Maybe I need to tweak the mana base. I don't think so. It hasn't been. I don't know. It's hurt us a little bit today. Liliana is a good out to things like Leyline Scion as well, which otherwise we need a combination of cards. We do have Haywire Mites to deal with the Leyline, but good. Our opponent did play out the turn to Scion, despite the fact that we could have, but what can we infer about that? Maybe they don't have things like Stubborn Denial in their hand. Maybe they have another Scion of Draco. Okay, attack for 4. See if they play anything else. They have another land. Yep, they do have another Scion. Okay, so let's go make a construct. See what we draw. Land would be good. Okay, it is a land. That's really nice. So, but I think for now we can potentially take a bit more damage. I think I'm going to make a construct, play another Goyf. Rather than Molten Collapse right now. Well, is that correct? Like, it makes this a 4/4, which is able to tangle with this. Actually, what if we... Actually, if we just go and get Shadow Spear... Get Shadow Spear, equip the Goyf with the Saga mana, kill this. That's probably better. So, we'll just float 1. Get the Shadow Spear. Go Blood Crypt. Molten Collapse. We'll kill the one that's untapped. They could have Stub. Okay, they don't. Then we can go equip to our Goyf. Make a 5/6 lifelinker. Opponent could have Leyline Binding. So this is 8. I'm actually going to keep the Haywire Mite back in case of a dashed Ragavan. Like, this is... We have enough next turn anyway. Yeah, they have the Leyline Binding. We obviously have Haywire Mite. Okay, they take the Shadow Spear, which is interesting. Okay, pass the turn. We can obviously, if we find green mana, They bolt the Haywire Might, but we do gain some life from that. Attack for 4. Okay. Opponent packs it in. So probably want Boseiju, Haywire Might. Torak is actually Torak's okay. We want these two, I think. Push is usually good. Inquisition is okay. Thoughtseize is kind of a necessary evil because of the whole Leyline Scion. Take out Bolt. Bolt does kill Ragavan, but what do you think about Crocs? Want all this. Bowmasters is okay. Spellbomb also okay because of Flage. I think having at least one copy is fine. I think trimming some number of Bowmasters is good. Oh, we want Terminate in. What do you think about that? Push, Inquisition. I guess Ragavan is much worse on the draw. I've got enough kill spells though. Well, how good is Renin 6? We could cut. But what would we bring in? Spellbomb, Pithing Needle. Do we want more Spellbomb type effects? We could bring in Graveyard Trespasser. Actually, I don't hate Graveyard Trespasser instead of a Renin 6. Yeah. Torak, it can't be hit by Leyline Binding, but it can be hit by all of the other removal. I'm gonna keep this and just hope they're not on. Yeah. So now, if they have the Scion, we kind of need. Okay, well at least we can kill the Ragavan. If we go and get. I'm gonna play the Bloodstained Mire to fetch for a what are we getting here? Overgrown Tomb. Ooh, I probably should have done this sorcery speed in case of stub. Is this Blood Crypt? I'm gonna get. No, I should have got Overgrown Tomb in case we draw a basic. No, that's fine. Yeah, I probably should have done this. They might have sided out some Stubborn Denials. Sometimes though, people keep hands with one Ragavan. Please no. Oh no. Okay, so now we really need Leyline. Leyline. Like Boseiju or not that one. So yeah, we need. Like Liliana of the Veil is a very good draw. Let's say if they play a creature, could be Flayed. Okay, we have this turn pretty much to draw Leyline. Haywire Might is also okay. Sorry, not Leyline. I keep saying Leyline. Liliana of the Veil. Saga, I think, is probably going to be too slow. Play Saga. Play a Goyf. Yeah, we kept a hand that's good if they don't have Leyline Scion, and they had Leyline Scion. We don't have many turns left. I don't think we're going to have Saga in time to get Haywire Might. I don't think there's much else we could have. We want to bring in. Can't block the flyer. We go to 6. Looks like the opponent's flooded a little bit. Could they have cast Flage there? Not. Not quite. They can next turn though, so we are dead this turn. Yep. We'll just move on to the next one. We could see if the opponent, sees it, but yeah. So Ren 6 wasn't great. Slightly better on the play. I think Bowmasters gets better on the play because Bowmasters. Well, but that's the same as Ren 6 though, right? Ren 6 helps us hit our land drops, although we have brought in an extra land. But Ren 6, Bowmasters is better on the draw, on the play, sorry, because if they go turn 1 Ragavan, we can just kill it for free. I think I prefer Bowmasters though, although Ren 6 buying back Saga for the longer games is fine. Okay. Definitely play first. Well, this hand's a bit weird. It does have a threat. It has all of our basics. If we had a red land, this would be really, really good. I think we're going to keep this. We can go Thoughtseize is good into their leyline starts. We can go Thoughtseize, play Saga, push a Ragavan, push a whatever. Right, opponent puts leyline into play. So yeah, we'll just lead Swamp Thoughtseize and hope they don't have 2 leylines. Okay, well, easy take here. They have kept a 1 lander. Okay, Ren 6 not great with our current mana, but I think I want to play the Saga. Oh, I did not like this forest very much. Opponent puts a land into the graveyard, so we can pretty much discern that they've got a land on the top. They've got a land in hand. And if they'll play Emperor, yeah, this is really nice tempo for us. We just get to kill it. Another Thoughtseize is interesting, but I'm just going to go. Make a construct, use our mana efficiently here. Probably going to get a Haywire Might. Okay, that's not a bad draw. We could go Thoughtseize. No, I think we're a bit short on mana, so I'm just going to use all of my mana this turn. I'm going to grab a Haywire Might. I suppose it's bad if they Tribal Flames the Haywire Might, but at that point we're kind of okay with them doing that. Like, a Tribal Flames at a Haywire Might is 5 damage not going at our face. Oh, that's rough. Hidetsugu consumes all. That is rough. Okay, we find Bowmasters. They have Tribal Flames can't kill Tarmogoyf. So I'm just gonna play a 6/7. Yeah, that Hidetsugu. Oh, exile all graveyards. No, I just forgot about that. Yeah, Princess World's saddest Goyf. It is rather sad, but we couldn't have done much else. Okay, they play a Ragavan. Yeah, I mean, I'm not blocking this. Yeah, Verdant Catacombs. Would have quite liked a Verdant Catacombs, really. Okay, we find a Blood Crypt, which is nice. Let's go Thoughtseize you. If they stub, we'll let it go. double Tribal Flames Ragavan, so I'll take a Tribal Flames. Obviously attacking here lets them know what's up. We do have 2 ways to kill a Ragavan at least. I'm gonna have to deal with this. It does have trample. Maybe I should have played my own Ragavan there. Opponent didn't dash the Ragavan. And I mean, it doesn't really matter because we would have just Bowmastered it anyway. Shoot Ragavan. Wouldn't mind a fetch land. Another Goyf. If we attack with everything... I think I'm just going to play my own Ragavan. Hold up Fatal Push. Oh, we do need to remember that if this gets a counter, it will turn on Stubborn Denial. So if I want to block. If they attack with this, I want to block. Okay, another Ragavan is fine. Yeah, if they do that, I want to block and then kill it. Right. What we after? Fetch land's really nice because now we just get to go land. I'm only using 3 of the mana here. Can I afford Surveil? Yep. What? Probably green. Grab a commercial district. Seiju, I'm actually going to put on top as an out to Layla, as an out to Scion. Oh, actually, I shouldn't have done this. Oh no, it's fine. Because actually, oh yeah, no, because they're just going to stub. I did want to kill this Ragavan. Gonna go Goyf. I think I'm happy trading the Ragavan here. Let's push some damage. Yeah, they blocked the Ragavan, which makes sense. I should have shocked there really, because then I could have just pinged off the pinged off the Ragavan with Ren and 6. But we got a lot of monstrous Goyfs here. It's gone from the world's saddest Goyf to a 5/6, and yeah, good enough. Okay, GG's opponent. Yeah, happy with that. Yeah, as the opponent points out, Liliana is a good answer to Scion. I put it in really to deal with Ketramos, which I was struggling with. But yeah, we'll take it and move on to round number 4. Right, on the play again. 4 lands. It's good against a range of decks, but it hasn't really got a threat. I think we'll try it. We can Surveil potentially. I think I'm just going to Surveil on 1. Let's go Wooded Foothills and pass. Surveil. Yeah, see what we're looking for. Misty Rainforest. Not really much to go on, so I think we'll go and get commercial commercial district, because we don't really want. I'm gonna top that one, I think. Temple Garden untapped. Orim's Chant. Okay. We're fine with that one. Pass the turn. So ban ephemerate type stuff, maybe? I don't actually think I want to play my Bowmasters here. I think I want to save it for... Got another one? Okay. Gonna play out the Catacombs and pass. So I'm saying I wanted to save the Bowmasters for what I'm thinking. What I'm envisaging is this deck is going to have a lot of X1s. Okay, to Fairy. So we'll just play Bowmasters in response. Ping our opponent. So this just means they can't draw the card, but what we're going to do is bolt this. We're going to get Raucous Theatre. Graveyard that. Okay. So this is like Chant, Ephemerate, Eternal Witness type stuff, I think. So I think what we'll do is we'll go shock this in, attack everything at Teferi, because you want to be able to respond, and then we'll just go bolt Teferi, play Liliana, plus, and I'm going to get rid of the Haywire Might. I don't think that's good enough. I don't think we're going to need that one. Opponent Surveils a card on top. Bloodstained Mire is interesting. It gives us instant speed Revolt, which I like. We are out of Surveil lands. I think... I think against this deck, Molten Collapse might not be what we want. I think I'm just going to plus and discard the Collapse. Opponent discards the Lightning Bolt. Don't know, that might be wrong. But I think having Revolt up is quite important. Like Teferi plus again is a bit annoying. It's like, okay, well, having Revolt is turns out well. I think I'm no, I'm actually going to see what they do. We can respond to this. We can let them draw the card, ping them, and then yeah, I'm just going to kill it. Do we care what we get? More green mana, probably. Push the Omnath. Didn't expect it to be Omnath. I thought it was the like Ephemerate style deck. It might still be that. Okay, another Bowmasters. I'm just going to play that out. We could hold it for next turn, but putting Liliana to 6 loyalty seems quite good. Opponent held the Flooded Strand. Question is, do we ultimate next turn? Depends what they do, I suppose. They've got quite a lot they have to deal with, though. Okay, opponent decides they cannot deal with our our board. They're down at 5 life. Yeah, keeping the Fatal Push I think was correct. We saw Bolt. We saw Orange Champ, we saw Teferi, we saw Omnath. I think I want Torak because it's probably a Leyline Binding deck. Terminate could be good. Torpor Orb? I'm gonna bring it in. I don't know. I've just got a feeling they're gonna have loads. Well, we only saw Omnath, but I mean that even might be good enough for Torpor Orb. Although we do want our own Orcish Bowmasters. I don't think Bolt is what we want. Haywire Might is interesting. Get rid of Spell Bomb and Shadow Spear. I don't think that's what we want. Could be Pithing Needle. I'll bring in Pithing Needle. It's difficult because I haven't seen a 4-color Omnath deck in quite a while, so we can only go from what we saw. We saw a load of Orim's Chants. Like Orim's Chant in the main implies they have a way to buy it back, which would imply Eternal Witness, but maybe we want something like Graveyard Trespasser. Maybe I do want Graveyard Hate in the main. Maybe cut the Haywire Might, bring in a Spell Bomb. Shoot the Sheriff is fine. Collapse, I think Collapse can go. Possibly Croxer. Croxer tends to be quite good, these matchups. They also might be running Solitude. We only have 2 Saga hits here. Precision of the Thoughtseize are fine. Fatal Push is okay. Let's try this. We'll see. Obviously, if we lose game 2 and we see something else, we can reevaluate. This sounds close, but I mean, we're going to need to draw a land in the first 2 turns. This is better. I think we're going to put back one of our basics. Probably the Swamp, because I don't want to fetch. I don't want to play basic Swamp on 1 in case you draw Ren and 6. So fetching turn 1. It's like a Mana Dork. Yep, Delighted Halfling. Pithy Needle's interesting. Let's just go Wooded Foothills, and I'll go and get a Blood Crypt. Thoughtseize our opponent. So it is Eternal Witness. We were correct there. They only have 1 land. Well, they can play whatever they want next. Oh no, because this is tapped potentially. Stock Up is obviously very good. I'm just going to take the Stock Up. I think try and potentially win on card advantage. Could play the Spell Bomb out this turn even. I suppose I can just get this back with Eternal Witness. Maybe I was meant to take the Witness, but that did involve them top decking the land. Yeah. Okay. So we know the contents of their hand. Saga. Saga's a reasonable hit. Do we play it now? I think so. I think I'm just going to main phase this Bowmasters. It would be really annoying for the opponent to draw Ephemerate. Maybe I should have just taken the Eternal Witness because they can get back whatever they like. Ooh, okay. They besage you that, so we'll go and grab a commercial district. We've actually drawn both of our Saga targets, so I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna top the Goyf. They do have Solitude in hand. They put one on top. No attacks, I don't think. I think we'll just go Forest, Spell Bomb, Goyf. pass. Probably going to play stock up here. Oh no, it's Omnath. Yeah, okay, Omnath. 3 cards in hand. We do get to Bowmaster something. I think we just Bowmaster them. No, yeah, if they, I don't think they're going to draw another card. I do find a land. They're probably going to bolt something here. Or Bowmaster probably, yeah. Okay, so they have stock up and Solitude in hand, which are good ones to have. Really need a kill spell. I guess we just multi-spell. Goyf is quite large, so attack with Goyf. Go to Fairy. Teferi. I'm going to Pithing Needle and name Teferi. I'm going to empty my hand, I think. Teferi. Which one? Teferi Time Reveler. And we'll play the land because we do have another Surveil. And if we end up needing to exile their graveyard. So I'm going to cast a Solitude. So I could fetch a swamp and draw, but I think I want more looks. So I think we'll Surveil, because if we put something into the graveyard that we don't want but is bigger than, that adds a type, we gain an extra point of life. Definitely don't want to draw that. Okay, so we go to 18. They're going to get to attack with Omnath. They have stock up in hand. Ragavan. Okay, Ragavan's not bad here. I think I'm going to spell bomb them to try and draw, though, because if we draw a Fatal Push, that would be very nice. Okay, we draw Crocs. So I'm going to go dash this. We're fine if they trade. Might attack, actually. Yeah. Could attack with the Orc. They're definitely going to block this Ragavan. I'm going to attack with the Orc. Yep, so they go down to 6. Stock up's quite scary. I guess they can find a land, which is obviously bad for us. Okay, they're not attacking with the halfling, which means they may have drawn another Solitude. That's rough. Okay, they have drawn Solitude, so we're going to gain some life with Goyf. Opponent doesn't play a land. Well, oh, land base. That would have been really good. We can still play it. Oh, I suppose we play that first and then we play Croxer, because it'll get bigger. So this and this. Okay, they discard halfling. They do have stock up in hand. I think we're going to attack with the Orc. Yeah, we can attack with the Orc. If they trade with Solitude, that's fine. They can't attack with Solitude. They go to 4. We can block these all day. Stock Up is scary. New card from Ether Drift. They've been sitting on it a while. If we'd have had the ability to kick Torak there, it would have really swung the game in our favour. Opponent might have sided out bolts. Oh no, we have seen a lightning bolt. Yeah, that would have really swung it because they only had 2 cards in hand, Halfling and Stock Up, and getting rid of the Stock Up would have been huge. Did see 1 and a red there. Hopefully it's not something like Pyroclasm. Probably just concede to a Pyroclasm. We actually kind of want lands. Like a red or black land. Okay, there's Stock Up. Get to look at the top 5, put 2 of them into their hand. They probably look for a land, I guess. But, I mean, Torak is lethal this turn. Unless they play, well, if they don't find a land, find and play a land to gain life with Omnath. Oh, sorry, that is also assuming we find a land for Croxer. I've seen some Jund Saga lists running an Arena of Glory to facilitate Croxer. Would obviously be very good here. But as we've seen a couple of times, the mana base is sometimes a bit shaky. This basic forest, necessary evil, but doesn't work very well with Torak and Croxer. But with a Saga, what's making you such basics these days? I guess there's black, white, the Orchid Phantom. There's Field of Ruin. People are playing Path to Exile again. Okay, they find a fetch land, so they do gain some life. No attacks into our protection from white guy. We draw Fatal Push. Okay, well, I'm actually just not gonna do anything, I don't think. I think we're just waiting. Opponent doesn't use the Windswept Teeth end of turn to gain more life. They've got 3 cards in hand. Could be Ephemerate, which is rough. Yeah, it's alright, doing a fine job. Shoot the Sheriff, actually very good here. I think we'll go for it on their turn. Maybe not even now, until we can push something as well. I guess it would have stopped them gaining life. But I really don't want them ephemerating the Omnath. There we go, that's better. Okay. So let's go. Yeah, I think we want to play Croxer next turn. So let's just go. We'll pass the turn to them. They could have another Omnath. So in their upkeep, fetch. Maybe just a swamp. Yeah, swamp. Fatal Push Omnath. Okay, they didn't ephemerate. Does that mean I should shoot the Sheriff? I think we'll wait until end of turn now, in case they play another Omnath. Okay, looks like another Omnath. So I will just kill this. Guess now if they have Ephemerate, it's kind of rough. Yeah. Okay, well, we tried our best. Tried our best to play around as much stuff as possible, but now it does mean we cannot cast our Croxer. Probably getting beyond our realm of winning this one. Torak single-handedly holding the line. Okay, Witness. This is now Witness Ephemerate loop. Because they Ephemerate the Eternal Witness, get back Ephemerate. Okay, they can't stock up looking for another Ephemerate, I guess. If we don't find removal here, I'll probably just concede. Ragavan. Okay, I think I'm okay. Yeah, we'll just go to game 3. So it is Ephemerate Eternal Witness stuff. So I think extra like spell bomb type effects is probably quite good. I think we probably do want Molten Collapse. Pithing Needle's not amazing. I'd rather have Spell Bomb, or let's bring in a Soul Guide Lantern. We want the Thought Seizes. I think Push is fine. Torak was good. Croxer tends to be quite good, but it was a little bit awkward into... It is a little bit awkward into Solitude. Brennan 6 tends to be quite good as well. Do we trim one Fatal Push? Do we want Graveyard Trespasser? Probably not. Do we want the other Spell Bomb? I think I kind of like Push and Bolt. Let's trim a Croxer and let's trim. I like Liliana here. No, let's trim a Push because it did prove a little bit hard there. Yeah, we'll keep this. Oh, not keep this. What am I saying? We will keep this though. So here, what do we want? So how do we sequence this? We could go turn 1 Thoughtseize in case of Solitude Ephemerate, but then turn 1 Ragavan just gives us so much stuff. I think I want a Thoughtseize though. I think I'm just gonna go Blood Crypt Thoughtseize. Like leading on the monkey is so good, but their deck interacts so well with it. Yeah, like Prismatic Ending, and dashing tends to be quite good as well. They do have double Prismatic Ending. I think I'm just taking the Halfling here. Now we have Soul Guide Lantern to deal with Eternal, and Torpor Orb to deal with Eternal Witness. So they do have 2 Prismatic Endings though. That's a nice draw. So let's just go Overgrown Tomb. I'm just going to start dashing this Ragavan, I think. If they haven't drawn Bolt. They could Surveil, I guess. Okay, they Surveil. There's not much we could hit, I don't think. I just want to make the treasure. They do put 1 on top. Okay, Omnath. Can't cast that one. I can Beseiju here, but I think we want the land for next turn. Okay, pass the turn. Okay, so Windswept Heath, Renin 6 is interesting. To be Dash Ragavan again. I want to go Renin 6. Buy back a land. And then I think I'm just going to go land. How much do we care about? Like, this top rob doesn't matter yet. So I think we'll just go Swamp. I mean, there's no harm in dashing the Ragavan. It's actually kind of the same. I guess if we just go Soul Guide Lantern, they're probably going to Prismatic Ending our Renin 6. I'm just going to go Soul Guide Lantern here. I'm going to exile the land. We don't care too much about Eternal Witness. I should have exiled the Delighted Halfling there. That was wrong. Because they have the ability to get a land back anyway, and this is kind of giving the opponent a choice, which we don't really want to do. If they go Eternal Witness, try and buy back Halfling, I probably will just crack the Lantern. Then we can just go kill with Renin 6. Play Liliana or Torpor or something. What's this? Okay, this Prismatic Ending on Renin 6. Yeah, that's fine. Temple Garden. Halfling, sure. Okay, Bowmasters. So they have 4 cards in hand. I'm just going to go play the Boseiju. So we have 6 mana. I think it's just Liliana Edict to play Torpor Orb. Liliana will probably get I'm going to play the Torpor Orb into after Bowmasters isn't great. I'm just going to dash the Ragavan, I think. Well, what happens if they play Ragavan? What happens if they play Omnath next turn? I think I'm just going to play the Torpor Orb. Like, it's bad at Bowmasters, but Bowmasters... I don't know there. It's a weird one. Because Bowmasters, it means we can't kill the Eternal Witness with it. But maybe that's just fine. Because they're probably going to look to Prismatic Ending the Torpor Orb. Yeah, makes sense. No land though. Okay, so let's go dash Ragavan. Make a treasure. I'm probably just discarding this Goyf. Okay, Solitude, sure. Exiling to Fairy. So, I mean, how much do we care about this Eternal Witness? This is the 3/4. I'm definitely plussing. But for what? What should we get rid of here? Goif's a bit weird because we have a Soul Guide Lantern. I'm going to get rid of the Goif. Okay, they get rid of Eternal Witness. I guess Witness isn't great. Like they're down to 1 card. Maybe I should have just played the Goif, honestly. It's Teferi. Ending the Liliana. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm just going to play the Bowmasters now. Okay. Attack for 2. Play the Nether Goif. We can draw a card with a Soul Guide Lantern, but I think holding it for now is fine. Opponent doesn't have red mana to cast the potential Omnath in their hand. Blood Crypt. So we can Soul Guide Lantern can boost Nether Goif 3, 4, 5, which we would do next turn. Okay, they have 2 cards in hand. What do I want to do? I think I draw a card. No, let's see what we draw. We've got enough mana. Okay, Bowmasters is obviously a great draw. So let's go. I think I do just draw. Or do we exile their graveyard? Now that we've drawn this, I think I'm just going to draw a card. Okay, Commercial District's not the best draw, obviously. Inquisition, graveyard that one. So this is lethal. So that's 6 damage. Do they have anything? They have a Solitude. They have to pitch Ephemerate though. Get rid of the Nether Goif. Okay, so Orcish Bowmasters here puts them to 5, 4, 3, 2. But if they have something like Supreme Verdict in their deck, what have they got? Okay, well, we'll play Bowmasters again. Ping them for 1. Yeah, okay, well, we get there. 4-color Omnath, Eternal Witness type stuff. Played a bit of that in the past, but yeah, we're 4-0 again. Let's we got another trophy match. Right, we're on the draw here. I think this hand's fine. Gonna keep. Got a lot of options. Surveil land. Delta into the graveyard. So it could be a lot of things. Ooh, that's... Tigger's Archive putting Delta in. Kind of worried about something like Bowmasters. Kind of want to get green mana here anyway. I think I'm just going to go... Oh, what should we do here? I think it might just be Blood Crypt. Yeah, let's go Blood Crypt Thoughtseize. Hope to uncontest this Ragavan. Also see what's going on. Okay, it is yeah, it is like a Esper Ketro style deck. This is usually quite hard. This creature has flying. Okay, so destructible. So you can push that at the moment. We're just getting rid of Overlord. Yeah, Overlord. then we're going to just try and Ragavan. Okay, Marsh Flats, pass. We draw Nethergoyf. I'm going to Surveil first. Wouldn't mind a fetch land. Thought seize again. No, I don't think so. Just going to play this Ragavan. Pass the turn. If they go Scavengers, it's a bit rough. I think it's a 2/2 though. They haven't got anything in the graveyard at the moment. I guess this is good if you kill Ketramos and this gets indestructible. Okay, red mana. Mantis Rider. Okay. Now we really need a fetch land. That'll do. That'll definitely do. Attack for 1. Exiling the Ketramos. I'm just going to keep up the treasure token to kill this Scavengers. I suppose we could have played the Nethergoyf there, but I need Revolt to kill the Scavengers. Or to kill a blocker. They can give it Flying Vigilance and Haste. But yeah, that's okay. So yeah, it looks like a Ketramos style list with Borg Scavengers in. Okay, there's the Scavengers. Okay, we'll let them exile their creature. Gives this haste. Add black. Cast push. We get to keep attacking with Ragavan. Swamp. Unearth? Well, I wasn't expecting that one. Okay, so they have a 2/2. I'm gonna attack with Ragavan. Okay, let's play out the Bowmasters. Kill the Scavenger again. So opponent has 3 cards now. We know 2 of them. One of them's Witch Enchanter, one of them's Watery Grave. But they obviously have a lot of scary top decks. That's good for us. So let's go attack with everything. I think I'm just going to play out 2 Goyfs here. That we can play out Ren and 6 next turn. Grab a basic forest. Goyf. Goyf. All of a sudden we've got 9, 10, 11 power on the field. Okay, they play Felia, so they're going to bounce the... Well, they could bounce the Orc Army. Overlord is their best draw, I think. Hopefully it's not that. Solitude is also very, very strong. Frog, yeah, pretty good. Okay, Stomping Ground. Not much to be done here. So I guess we just attack with the Goyfs. They could exile some stuff from their own graveyard. They go to 3. I'm going to play a Haywire. I think I'm going to play Ren 6. Could Surveil. I think I'm just pinging them. Like giving them as little life as possible seems correct. So they can't shock in a land. They can't they can't draw as many with Ketramos potentially. Okay, there's scavengers. That's fine. The exile push. But they're just dead, right? Because we just attack all, ping with Ren and 6. They can blink. Okay, they blink the army. So if we let Ren and 6 go and then attack all, they go block, block, still take 2. Just check. Yeah, I've got that right. Okay, so, or we could just block here, which is the same, and we get to keep our Ren and 6 around. Yeah, that's probably better. Ping them. Attack all. Okay. So, Herbal Scavenger, so Graveyard Hate is necessary. So Soul Guide Lantern, Haywire. Haywire might... No, we can get rid of those. I kind of want Pithing Needle for Psychic Frog. I think I brought that in last time against this kind of deck. Torak. We didn't see Solitude. Not sure we saw much removal, but it's probably in there. I'll bring in the Trespasser as well. Torpor Orb. I think I am going to hedge and bring in Torpor Orb. Bolt is good against Philia. Fatal Push is also good against that. And Scavengers. Bolt kills Scavenger as well. I think I kind of want to trim some Thought Seizers. Bring in Terminate. I suppose Ketramos is an issue. Spellbomb. Shadow Spear is probably fine. Molten Collapse. Croxer. Definitely Liliana the Veil matchup. Actually, Soul Guide... No, Soul Guide Lantern is good enough. We could cut the other 2 Inquisitions. Like we saw it got quite low on resources there. We could trim some Ragavans on the draw. How good is Ren and 6? Let's trim a Ren and 6. Maybe... We could trim a Goyf. Let's just trim another Ren and 6. Yeah, I didn't see any X ones. Let's just go with that. Maybe I should be trimming all the Ren and 6s, but... Okay, this hand's not great. I'm gonna mulligan. This is a lot better. I'm gonna put the basic forest back. Similar reasons that we've done before. Doesn't cast Croxer. Doesn't kick Torak. Okay, another push. So we kind of want to be able to fetch for push, but that opens Nethergoyf up to Bowmasters. How bad is that? So you go fetch, play Goyf. I think I'm just going to go Tomb Goyf. We didn't see Bowmasters game 1. It's more likely to have push. Yeah, that's fine. And now we can go Catacombs. I mean, it may be that they have Frog. Yeah, that's fine. We have 2 copies of Fatal Push. So I'll play out Catacombs. I think I'm just going to do this. Now they've drawn Pithing Needle. I'm just going to pass. We kind of want them to just play Ketros here, and then we get to have a really good tempo-y. Another frog. See if they play a land. They do. It's a Bajuka Bog. So I think we're meant to just get the use out of our Liliana. Yeah. So let's go Raucous Theatre. Yeah, I don't mind finding Saga. Play the Saga. So yeah, now we're just going to go Liliana, Edict, the Frog. We could have gone Liliana Plus, like if we'd have gone Push, but I think this is better. It doesn't play quite as well into Ketramos, but yeah, like they have to, if they go Ketramos, they have to be able to turn it on as well. Playing Bajuka Bog means they likely don't have any more lands. I'm not putting them on Force of Negation. God, it feels good to be doing this again. Okay, so our hand is okay. Next turn, I'll probably just discard the Pithing Needle. Actually, don't know. See what happens. Okay, there's an Overlord. They get back. They can get back a Frog. I wonder if I'm meant to make it. It depends what we draw, because we can go. They might have Unearth. Okay, they get Herbal Scavengers. They play Relic. Relic's fine. Let's get rid of Fatal Push. Okay. So plus discard Stomping Ground. Discard Ophelia. So now we'll go. We're definitely shocking in. Might just be. I think it's just Needle. Name Relic of Progenitus. And then we can make a construct, and then next turn push, depending on what they do. There's the Scavengers. That's fine. They exile the Nethergoyf, which makes sense. Okay, make a construct. 2/2. And then now we can make another construct. Yeah, make another construct. I think we'll just get Spell Bomb now. We'll go Fatal Push here. Once again, holding up Liliana. I'm going to shock this in case we want to crack a Spell Bomb. We get unilateral discard here. Okay, opponent discards Ophelia to Solitude something, which is fine. Like, we just get rid of their entire hand. And we can just pass the turn. I'm feeling pretty good. To get a Ketramos into play, they need a land and then obviously Ketramos. This is fine because we can just edict it with Liliana. And yeah, I mean, this is very reminiscent of a long time ago where Liliana lock was a thing. Play our Goyf. Now this is the scary turn because we can't edict with Liliana. They really need a creature. I mean, they are nearly at Balemerk. Just going to play this Goyf plus Liliana. Again, once I discard, they discard Mantis Rider. Attack for 8. We have lethal next turn. They really need... I'm not even sure what they can draw. Ketramos doesn't do it. Unearth doesn't do it. Scavengers doesn't do it. Yeah, they concede. Well, I don't know what to say, really. 2 5-0s in a row with Jund Saga. Liliana was really good there. That's the kind of matchup I'd really put it in for. It's good to see it doing work. Yeah, not much more to say. I think the mana base, I mean, I shouldn't complain. It's obviously done me another 5-0. But yeah, sometimes we struggle to get Croxer into play. Maybe Croxer should be something else. But I've liked the split of removal spells. The numbers of everything have seemed really good. Yeah, not much more to say. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And yeah, we'll see you again soon. Cheers.